Hello, my name is Jai Hirsch, and I'm going to take you through a quick example of tailing the MongoDB op log and publishing it to RabbitMQ. We're going to start with bringing up a sharded replicated environment inside of MongoDB. This is running a script that will bring up 3-shard, 3-replica environment. Now, you can find this in a GitHub account that's linked through the blog post. And this does take a few minutes to bring everything up and running. So while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and set up our Rabbit Exchange in queues. Okay, so let's begin by creating our exchange. We are going to name this MongoTail. We are going to make this a direct, and we are going to make it transient. All right, and we need to add this exchange in, and we can see that now it shows up as an exchange. So now we need to bind queues to it. So we are going to create our Mongo insert. You can see I've done this once or twice, and we will add this queue. Now there's a little bit more that we have to do to it. We have to bind it to our exchange. So we are going to say from exchange MongoTail with the routing key of I. Now the routing key is what we're going to pass on to our message when we come out of our Java producer, and that will send it to the proper queue once it gets in. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a few more queues. We will go ahead and make our Mongo delete. And we also need to bind it. And we will have routing key of D. And we'll make one more, which is going to be our update. And we will also bind it to that same exchange with the routing key of U. Okay, so now we have our 3 queues that are bound to our MongoTail exchange. So this is where all of everything is going to get routed to. So let's come back now to our terminal. Alright, looks like everything has been added in and we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and connect into our local Mongo S that's been started. Let's use test, and when we're ready, we'll go ahead and we will start. I'm using Gradle to kick off the Java process. The Gradle script that's running this can be found also in the GitHub project. Takes it just a second to launch up and connect in. Alright, so it has been connected in and everything looks like it is connected at this point. So let's see if it all works. So it's a db.foo. We will insert name Bob. Alright, somebody got inserted. So that was an insert statement. So let's see if it worked. Take a look at our queues. Look at that. We have a message ready inside of our insert. So we have no consumers pulling off at this point. So let's go ahead and look at that message that came through. And there we go. Into our namespace test.foo. There's its ID. And we can see that the name is Bob. So we got all of the information passed through. It's exactly what we wanted. Okay, so now let's go back and let's update him. So update, and we will say the name is Bob. We want to say set last name to SquarePants. Alright, let's see if we got the syntax correct. Alright, so we got a modification. Let's just look here real quick. So now we have name of Bob, last name of SquarePants. So if we come back over to our queues, and we now have an update. And if we get the message, we see that the object ID was in fact given our set with last name SquarePants. And we can see here that we had the operation of update in this namespace. Alright, so let's go ahead and just go ahead and remove everything that's inside of our foo collection. Alright, see that we got something removed. We come back over to our queues, and we go into delete, and we get a message. We can see that the ID for Bob SquarePants was in fact removed. Okay, well that's how the system works. Thank you very much.